Guys, we're back. We're playing Unicorn Death Speakers against Mantis Chica Sensei Scouts, and I am playing first. Okay, so
Well, that's three holdings, man. That's got to be really good. Three holdings, turn one. Broken.
we're gonna
Broken.
send away everything that's not the Hachiman here. You call it greedy, but I don't. And okay, we
Dead.
can
He's dead. Die, Watu. Die.
kill Watu. Keep going. We're hoping for the best
Dead.
here.
Dead. Dead. You need a holding.
And
So that's
okay, so
not,
that
I mean,
works
you get
out
to
well.
invest it straight away.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. So this is not the worst. We
Yeah.
get this invested. I'm just gonna give it a little counter here to mark the invest. And then we'll flush the kind of new guy and keep the 4/4 cavalry in case we want to go that route. Draw a card and pass the turn.
So your province rank
It's
is six,
6,
huh?
same as yours.
Wow. So he's not actually I'm not really actually a blitz deck, but as you can see looking at the way my gold is down and with my fate hand constructed like so there is some merit to potentially going guy on one and then trying to just get in there and get an early province. Boy, I have to agonize over it. I think of course that's only 5 gold worth of stuff. I'm not even Okay, so we're gonna put this guy down for sure. He's exposing himself a little bit. He will be able to attach something probably with the Temple of the Heavenly Crab. I'm not even sure he's gonna get a guy next turn. I think he's probably, he's sitting on a 7 gold. I think he's kind of playing. We're gonna put them both down. We're gonna exercise some self-control and sort of hold on to our stated game plan. So we're gonna cycle those two. And we got a lane, so the remote is good, but it's not. So we're just gonna go mostly just for gold efficiency. Use our box, get 2 lane of immoralities and a Sada, which is pretty good, right? He got 4 gold worth of production and holdings. I got 4 gold worth of production and holdings. I just also chose to buy personality, so that's a really solid start.
All right.
And I will then draw a fake card and pass the table to you.
Okay, so we're gonna buy a guy in gold here, which is just fine. I was a little worried about him buying a guy on one. I know he's talking about like, oh, I don't go guy on one, but
I forgot to use my Shika Sensei.
so,
Actually, I may have screwed this up really badly. Maybe I'm supposed. Well, that's
well, you,
whatever.
you can flip one of the cards. I don't care. You can flush it or keep it.
I flip my card. Flip, and I keep it.
Okay. I insist you buy
And
your
I'm gonna
Shika
mark.
Sensei.
No, I refuse.
Alright, so we're gonna buy out this feller here and another invested temple. We don't need a second one of this guy. This guy's really expensive. I think we just want to keep our deck moving now. This guy has Destined. I really like Destined. Now we have too much
It's so
gold on
good.
gold.
It lets me draw a card.
I really like drawing cards. I have a disease. Alright, and you're up.
Okay, well, so here's some of the gold we talked about. So I could just drop down and be a fairly wealthy man. He may come over and take one. Now it's a little dangerous because no, I think I'm okay. I think the idea then would be to sort of ride the sensei, so I lose a province, but don't really lose a province. Um, and if he invests gold to, well, you're able to invest in both.
Yeah. Last turn I had 9
How is
gold.
that possible for them
5,
both to be
6, 7, 8,
invested? No, it's
9.
not. Last turn you had 9 gold last turn,
So
and
there's
it's
7
7 plus
plus.
2 is
Oh, plus
9.
2. Alright, my bad.
Okay, so I will pass my open.
I will attach a Ward of Air to this here guy.
I will pass my open.
I pass.
All right, we're gonna just drop on down. We get probably. I think I flushed my remote temple. I don't know if I have another 1 gold cost card to get actually, which is a bit of a bummer.
Says
Yep.
Lavai, I believe the
So
French say.
I get to look through all my cards. That's it. So I have 1 gold flush. So I'll buy the other JPI instead, and then just buy the Kabune port, and there's 2 honor. So I don't have to worry about trying to deal with the safe bets and agonizing over to lose 2 honor or not. And the table is yours.
All right. So
Well, that's a really big, expensive guy.
I like guys that are big and expensive. Now we can really move in. We can play this and go for a province. It would be a total of 8 gold, I suppose. So I could pay all these, then stables, then this would straighten the off turn. I could buy the ivory courtroom. But I would not be
One of my
getting-
favorite interactions, by the way, the Temple of the Heavenly Crab with the Ivory Courtroom.
Yeah, I would not be getting full value out of
It's like getting a
this
free holding
card.
or something.
So I'm not super juiced up about that line. I think what I want to do instead is just lobby for the favor and then drop on down.
Okay. You have then the favor. So despite I getting a guy on 1 and you getting a guy on 2, we're really jockeying for position here. The fascinating opening jabs of the box seat match.
Yep. Remote
I know how much you love a good sports analogy.
I don't even know what sports are, man.
That's it.
One.
When you heard Kobe Bryant got a double-double, you assumed he went to an In-N-Out burger.
And 2. I'll buy the ivory court. It's pretty silly to lobby. I don't lobby. I guess I could lobby cycle and then get it again.
Well, the thought was you could. You're right. So lobby cycle grab was the thought process there, or keep the gold up was my other thought that you weren't buying the every dojo.
Well,
I don't know,
it's free
man. I don't
because
know what
can
you're doing over there.
get
I'm just
temple,
dancing.
yeah. I'm just dancing. Nah, I just won't lobby. I'll take the favor.
I'm just
off
listening to
dojo
the-
and pass it down. I'm just listening to the hum of the refrigerator.
That's it. I like your waitress. I think she's pretty hot. Okay, there's a bunch of dudes. 1 dude, 2 dude, and another dude, and then I'll probably buy a gold in. So I start the process of losing some honor. Here is a skeletal troops.
Okie dokie.
And then 2.
I will pass.
He doesn't have a dead guy, so once again we're put to the test.
I do have a dead. I have a dead guy.
Is this a time to go for it? I should have. Oh, do you? You killed a want to.
Yeah.
So that gives him a +1 force bonus. It's not all that important. I think so. I think we're still going to be eyeing some guys. I think it's a fair time here to move in. We still have a bunch of gold, so I lose another 3 points to negate.
Okay. Now he slapped down both of these. Does that mean I want to play this card? He's naval, so not really, no. Okay, I pass.
Okay, I pass as well. I send my guy. You'll face up Dark Naga.
My personality defense.
Okay, we'll do that one first.
I pass engage.
I declare naval.
I pass engage.
I will steal an advantage to remove the send home ability from Ward of Air.
I pass engage.
Okay, I will pass as well. I will use my ability. I'm going to make a Fear 3 and then combine it with the other Fear 3 to bow your personality.
Yep. I send you home.
I will play Brazen. Oh no, it's from a strategy that does not work. I will use the Wing of Earth, and then I will pass my action.
I will Akikazu Sensei to bow one of your skeletal troops.
They used to be immune to fear, you know. That was a thing.
I think that was by text of the
I
Sepulchre
shall
Bones,
pass.
right?
It was
So I
No, it was
pass.
the undead trait conferred fear immunity. I will pass as well. So that went about how we expected it to go. It showed a couple. There was a couple of things that are highlighted there. The first is the strength of engage actions and interrupt actions. Right, Ring of Earth. Obviously, people know that's a powerful card. I think sometimes people discount how good Steal and Advantage is as a card, and certainly how good of a card it is there as an engage step. There was, I think, pretty clearly on his I mind the power of like I've got the Sword of Air, so he can't kill me, and if something bad happens, I'll just run away. So I mean, this is a really positive sort of board development state for us. Go to Dynasty, buy this guy, trigger my sensei. Start with the cheap guy to see. I like to start with the cheap guy. So I could go set. So it looks like it's just right where I was. Keppo and Sasada gaining one honor but losing, so a total of two loss. And I will keep the personality, and the table is yours.
Alright. So what am I looking for here? Maybe some cheap guy. Well, is this it? Is this the mythical turn where we buy Ichiwatu? So I did gain one. I had
First
it
off, we
marked.
have to check your honor.
Yeah, I gained one for
Yeah,
buying
I think you're at
Daiken,
four as
so I
well.
need
No,
to mark it.
I have to
S-
count five,
so we're at
eight.
5, 7, 12, 13, 4. So that's 14 gold. And then over here we have 3, 4, 5, 6. So we probably don't buy Watu. We're probably going to go Dark Naga plus gold. Or we just go just Dark Naga and then start strapping him up. I like that quite a bit too. Because if we buy Dark Naga, then on the other turn we'll have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gold. We can play this card. Yeah, okay. So let's drop down and buy the Naga. Yeah, so how much is this going to cost? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8. And now there's 3. I guess I flush Watu, right, as a limited since I'm not buying him.
Well, it's a dynasty action, but sure.
It's a limited action.
No, you can't kill him.
So,
You already have dead.
oh, well, then I just flush his ass. And I
You
stop
already,
cheating.
you already have a dead
Okay, okay,
Watu,
okay, okay,
sir.
okay. I got it. I made a mistake on screen. I
Don't get
look bad.
smarmy with me.
I'm not getting smarmy. I look dumb. I get it.
I will
Thank you.
counter your smarm. Yeah, that's it. Damn it, man! I'm inadequate. I know.
Have mercy, please. Alright. Draw a card, straighten my temple, and pass the turn. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you didn't. Okay, so he's gonna buy the favor this turn. Well, we have a bunch of dudes, and so this is really Hellfire are at its finest. Can my swarm of small little idiots beat his one big dumb idiot? Exactly how David Williams drew it up. I will use my stronghold to draw a card.
Yep, so I'm going to pay
And
6.
of all the cards to have drawn, that is certainly one of them. That qualifies as a card.
I'm going to pay 6. I'm going to give the Dark Naga Conqueror and give him a range 3 attack.
Okay, range 3 attack will kill almost anything you want it to kill. So there's that.
And this costs 6 gold.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Well, you know, it matters. This is how Hellfire
So
is.
we have this card, but we're saving it for other moments, for I dare say other battles, other things. So I pass.
Buy my stupid idiot and gain the favor.
Or how do you still have gold for it? I thought you bowed your unbowed stuff to spend the 6.
Yeah, well, my temple straightened on the off turn.
At this moment, everything was bowed, so I just assumed you had bowed all your gold.
Okay, look. So like this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That buys the Dark Naga, correct? And over here on the left, you see 6 gold to
You're
buy.
using the ivory. Wait, you're using the ivory thing that you just. Okay.
The
I mean,
temple
whatever, man. Go
straightened
ahead and
and
cheat.
bought it.
It's
Like,
cool.
there's video evidence, man. This works
I
fine.
don't.
Ugh, I can't believe you waste
I
people's
don't care if
time
you
doing
cheat.
these
It's
shticks.
fine. It's fine. Whatever. It's cool.
All right, that's my open.
Well, there's a couple of things we can do here. So he has only one personality, so I can send all my guys to 1, and I feel pretty good that I'll take it. Excuse me. But there'll be some level of attrition, right? He'll either get off a range 3 and or a range 9. The other strategic option is to split, going for 2 provinces, as one personality can't defend multiples unless he has some move-in effects. But even then, there's still going to be most likely one province that gets undefended. That's the nature of it. So I'm a very low to the ground deck, and it does look like this is a game where I'm just sort of going to go wide and play it through that way. So I think we'll send 1 unit, Sasada with the followers, because of this card, that card. I'm okay sending it individually. And I'll send these other 3 units. So Dynasty, Fate most sort of split this way.
So that was a pass on your open.
Yes.
I will attach a Ward of Air to the Dark Naga. It is now your open action.
I said pass like 17 times. I said I had nothing else for the phase, and then you cheated and bought your Ivory Courtroom and took the favor. So, like, can we expedite the gameplay? Do these things have to take an extra 15 to 20 minutes just because?
Hey man, I didn't start it.
You absolutely started it.
I didn't start it. All right, so you've declared an attack now. We've both passed. I will defend against the 3 guys.
Okay. Let's do... What shall we do first? What shall we do first? I think we will do the one with no defense first. Let's do that. Let's just get that out of the way.
Pass.
Pass. Okay, let's do lambs at the slaughter.
Let me just stop.
I do not take an engage.
Okay, so no defense there. Take the province.
Okay.
So we're resolving the other battle now, yeah.
Yeah, let's do lambs at the slaughter. I will not be taking engage.
Okay, so pass. I'm gonna range. Yeah, so I'm gonna range 3 on Sasada.
Dead. Okay. Now I got a number of potential actions to take. I have to sort of try to figure out what his likely sequence. See, we're going to be playing a lot of these guys. I mean, we're going to play many, if not all of them. We will start with... I'll start by checking him. All 3 Ward of Airs, man. Lucky.
Better be lucky than to be
Lucky,
good, man.
Lucky submarine.
Luck
Okay.
shack shimmy. Looking for the luck sack.
That's
There's a little low place where play your cards, man. Come on. L5R.
You know, you're the one that just took 8 out. So we're gonna go victory through deference. I'm gonna invest it. So I got 1 gold floating to draw a card. I'm gonna remove the Shugenja trait from your Dark Naga, and I will remove all your dead dudes. My follow-up action is going to be...
One of these needs.
Capo eats I think he could eat a ward of air. Sort of uninspiring. I mean, I eat it just to eat it. I have 1 gold floating. Maybe I'll just buy my reserve guy. Let's go with follow-up action. Suffer the consequences to blow up guidance in war.
Okie dokie. So, I am 9 force to your 7.
That sounds roughly correct.
I pass.
I will play overwhelming offense to give you -5 force. I lose an honor.
Okay. I will creating order to negate all force penalties.
It's a good action. Do I have any floating gold? I have 1 floating gold still. I did not do a good job of marking. I'm just going to end up burning it. I will buy my reserve, dude.
Okay. This puts you to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
So I'll target your dead Sasada and make a Fear 3 against Yakuwa.
I thought we got rid of what dead? Didn't we get rid of all the dead guys?
You can only target things from 1 discard pile.
How many dead guys?
I have 2 in mine, and you have 1.
You had. I
But
did
you
not.
can
I
only
thought we got
target
rid of all the
guys-
dead guys.
You can only target cards in 1 discard pile, right?
No, 1 to 3 discard piles. I can remove them from my pile and your pile.
Okay. So I will bow to make a ranged
Also,
9
I
attack against Capo.
Okay. So I now have a 3, so I'll build a bow. So I think I just go pass.
Ring of Air to straighten Dark Naga.
Blown out. I mean, I thought I had a chance, but creating plus ring of air plus double. I mean, I pass. So I think that's the game. I don't know if you want to keep playing or not. I got nothing else. This is the highlight of what I could do.
So yeah, I pass here.
Yep. I mean, I buy a bamboo, but I don't really think we need to continue. So if I had just sent everybody to 1, would you have still defended?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, I still have the favor I haven't used yet.
Yeah. I mean, I had an answer for the favor. I didn't think you'd have creating order plus ring of air. I thought like one of those 2 actions would carry me through.
So, like, say... Okay, but I mean, like, is this really Scoopsville, or do you want to play the game out?
I mean, I don't, you take a province. I assume you have another guidance in war, right? You take a province. I can't attack. You take a province.
I mean, I don't have a guidance in war.
We can play it out for the fun viewers at home.
Okay, let's do that.
I mean, it feels pretty hopeless to me, but I guess I hope my Sheikah sensei sort of lets me recover.
All right. Play on. I mean, it's not looking great. I'm gonna buy
let's see what other overpowered unique cards you can draw, man. Let's do it.
I got it. Yeah, okay, so I pass.
It's important for the viewers at home to remember that when you're playing your opponents, you should absolutely harass them and comment about how lucky they are and talk about how their deck takes no skill to play.
There's an arrow.
Talk about how you
present,
totally
sir.
bewilder them. That's a really
There's
fun
an arrow!
experiment.
Do you not see?
Are we not doing the limited phases anymore?
See, I passed.
Are we not?
I passed.
doing that?
I passed
I mean,
my open. I attack. Can I please
But if I
attack
have
now?
my creating,
Please.
what if I have my creating order or ring of it? What if I have my overpowered unique card, sir?
All I hear is baby white's bottle. Good lord.
I do want my bottle.
I do want my.
I love warm milk. How come nobody heats up my milk for me anymore? You shouldn't make fun, man. My bottle.
Item. My honor is incorrect. It should be a 5. Okay.
Bryn, this guy's gonna have such value. Look at all the attachments that are in discard, man.
He's
What's that sound? That's me on my way to Value Town. I'm drawing my Bamboo Harvester card. And then I'm drawing a card from my box, and I'm not giving you any chance to get involved in there at
okay.
all.
Just
None. No chance. No
no
chance.
chance.
That's what you got.
I'd like to. No, sir. Excuse me, sir. You can't. Nope. That's not going to be permitted. All right. I have this. I don't know if I want to drop it now because he's going to attack. No, I do. So I'm just going to attach Strength of the 5th ring onto my guy here. Like, if he wants to just go back and forth.
I'm gonna void for a card. I then have to probably discard a card. And how about the discipline card?
Okay, and then I will Strength of the 5th ring.
The inability to interact with the favorites really come through with Brazen or Guard, by the way. That's you really find myself thinking. I'm gonna draw a card, so that's nice of him. He gives us a province. I pass.
Me too.
No creating order or ring of air. Are you sure?
They're both in my discard pile, man.
I declare
Dead.
an attack.
Dead.
I can make arrows too.
Yeah, okay. The joke's over, man.
Okay. So, bye, Bryn. Sheikah Sensei, save me. So if ever there was a situation where Sheikah Sensei would be really helpful, it's right here, right now.
Drum roll,
And it gave
please. Come on,
me a
hold
dude,
it.
so that's pretty cool. So here's 6. Invest because screw it, who cares? But I still got 2 floating, which gets me the famous. So if I flip another guy here, that'll be really cool. I'll have started my turn with 1 guy in my provinces, but bought 3 guys. But instead, I flipped another dude. I don't hate my life quite so much.
I forgot to draw off my Destin. I'm taking an extra card.
I bet. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
just go ahead and cheat with your
big cheater pants.
treat your Destin.
Ugh.
Just manipulate your fate deck.
Flip.
Whatever.
Ugh. You disgust me. Double Taruka. So this is what I was afraid of. So, like, I didn't want to drop the Strength of the 5th ring. I was like, I could really wait for a Taruka. I was like, but what's the chance I'm going to flip one? Well, pretty good. Pretty good, as it turns out.
As it turns out.
So he's got some idiots in play. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could go for 2 here. Try to
All I need to do is draw a card that I don't play, and I'm set.
That's right. Ugh. So the first thing we do for sure is break the remote temple and go get Earth. Ring of Earth. That's because it'll make our favor better. And then I have to agonize about whether or not I want to draw a card here. I think the answer is no. I can't. So the argument to draw a card is that I want to get Conquer. I want to get another.
The argument to draw a card is that I can't help myself.
No. I mean, there's an actual thought process. Like, I need to decide like how I'm going to break the stalemate here. Like, I need to proactively win the game. I can't just sit and like let him attack into me forever. And that is Guidance in War. So I need to draw Guidance in War, which pushes me towards using this. Yeah, I think that's my plan. Like, that's my out here. So we draw a card. We didn't get a Guidance. We did get a long-term Fruition. So we play Void. Like, did I think about playing Earth? Like, yeah, for 1 second. 2, 4, 5. Draw a card. 6. And sometimes we mope and we complain to our friends who always want to hear it. And sometimes everything just works out perfectly and there's nothing wrong. So here's a 10 gold Guidance in War, making Dark Naga everything.
Yep.
Now, you might be sitting at home saying, Jesse, you're such a lucky piece of POS.
And they'd be
I would
right.
never have made that play. But, like, so you have to stop and, like, realistically think about how the game's going to proceed. Like, even if I take a province here, then he can come back for 2. I can't really attack, even if I don't cast Strength of the 5th ring. Like, he's not... I declare attack, by the way, and send Dark Naga up the middle. Alani's not saving a province by himself. So I have to play to my outs. Like I have to like the way I'm winning this game is by being able to both attack and defend with the Dark Naga. There's no exit strategy in which that's not the case.
Right, and the way I intend to win this game is by trying to. So my Bryn's going to defend. So we're going to make a play here. If we can, we have a lot of chumps. We have a lot of just worthless personalities. We even have this card if we want to try to. So what I'm going to try to do is throw some of my worthless chumps in the way and see if I can't just sort of stall and delay while maintaining a good aggressive posture. So Bryn is going to defend, and we're going to try to make a play here. And I'm reaching. I'm absolutely making a reach. And as we play the cards out, you'll say, man, Paul, you're expending a lot of cards for sort of a small minimal game. And I kind of need to get a little lucky, but that's because I'm behind. So the further you get behind, the more permission you have to take these sort of out there risks, because if I just don't defend and let him take a province and attack, like I'm going to lose for sure. So I'm going to try to make a play and see if I can't disrupt his game plan. So I defend.
Okay, so I have a decision point here about whether or not I want to play his game. So thinking about what he could be getting me with, false.
Oh, I didn't realize you gave. Did you give your guy cavalry? Did you put all 10 in?
Yeah. This is a 10 gold guidance in war. So I'm cavalry.
Last time you so helpfully pointed it out.
It's on the
I'll
card.
put one at each province then.
All right. So
I just see a 10G. What the hell does that mean? I didn't know he's a 10th level gangster. Like what is that? I'm supposed to know what 10G means?
Do the opposed bet first. I have no defense. I have no engage. Ugh.
Okay, so I get to engage as an action. So I'm going to use my scout to dig out one of my toolboxy terrains, which in this case will be the Crystal Tears.
Sure.
And then you get first action, or I get first action. So I'll play my Crystal Tears.
Got it. So I bow. So I will air myself home.
I will pass.
I will back.
Do I pass? I might. Yeah, no, I pass.
So I back to the front, back into the battle.
Well, we had hope, and now it's gone. I can use an incapacitated to run myself away, or I can save it for an offensive attack. I'm going to choose to run myself away, because I'm just going to draw another card with Bamboo Harvest next turn anyway.
Now, there's a greedy play here.
Choosing to prioritize.
So he ran away from that battle, indicating to me that he doesn't have anything. And he could be trying to, like, Yomi level 10 me here, but I think that I'm in a position to get more than just a province. And so greed is good. So I'm going to pump up my Dark Naga with my Haramoto because it's free. And then I'm going to Ward of Air to send myself home. And then...
So you're not going to take the province?
Resolve Yoritomo, or resolve the middle province with another defender.
Okay. I pass. Gonna box in, I guess.
I cavalry in.
Sure. You got the stronghold too.
Yeah, so if he hadn't burned my Ward of Air, I would have killed 2 of his guys here instead of just the 1, but c'est la vie. So then you have first action in the battle.
Well, I'm thinking. I mean, I was really just hoping that Crystal Tears would get us there. It's still in play. I discarded it. I don't know why I did that.
Well, it's discarded after the battle resolves.
So I guess I go for another incapacitated.
Okay. And we don't have another send home effect,
patiently.
So this time I just take the province. So I mean, we ate 2 fake cards. We didn't get a guy, but you know we tried hard. And as my little league coach always told me, trying is what matters.
My little league coach mostly said, "Damn it, Ashman, get in the game."
Get your shit together, Ashman.
Get your shit together, Ashwin. What the hell are you doing?
That guy
Oh
was a
boy.
dick.
It was a total. So I draw a card with Bamboo Harvesters. I'm really hoping to peel like I don't know, Victory Through Death would be pretty good.
Okay, so we got 2 gold here. Is going to attach a Interrupt the Void's Flow to one of these Tarukos.
I will draw a fake card with my box.
I will be jealous.
I will attach Losing an Honor, a Colonial Conscripts. I guess I can put it on Bryn and just get a little bit more force. I could put a guy for Naval. I don't think it matters. Just put it on Bryn. More force! More force!
Sure. I'd be jealous again, but
Take that, you Samurai
emotions are
Dark Naga.
once per turn ever since Samurai Edition.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I got like 2, 3 good cards. I mean, I don't know if I can afford to not attack. He's got. So one of the things about the Dark Naga, I mean, he's got shoot, run home is more or less will be 9, 10, 11. Interrupt makes things pretty tough. So I think we just have to drop down and hope that at 2 provinces with the Sheikah Sensor, we're just going to move through our deck a little bit more aggressively than what he is doing. Plus, I do have Bamboo plus Stronghold. I've drawn a lot of cards, so I have some outs. So I flip a guy, but I said, yeah, I mean, I'll probably just buy that guy, but let's buy the Famous next just to get full information of what we're working with. Show me what you're working with here, deck. If this is the 3 gold cost, it's 4. Not quite as good. Well, we'll buy this one. Why would I do that? That's stupid. I'll buy this one. Keep him, though. And draw a Fate card. And all you.
Alright. We got some stuff. We're going to start with Void to draw a card. And then Strength of the 5th Ring to draw yet another card. I could cycle this. I can play this. I could cycle this too. I'm really torn. One draws me a card, see? And I'm making the joke, but like, I think I really need to get to some more action. So I'm going to cycle Long-Term Fruition. Okay, see, and this is gas. So 5 gold.
This card's really been letting me down, by the way. The more I look at it in my hand, the more it just feels so completely out of place. But that's why we play test these games.
I got a Stones of Purity. I'm going to put it on Taruko here.
I wonder who will put it on. Oh, really? Wow.
I mean, I can put it on Dark Naga.
I didn't call that properly at all.
Isn't that a little overkill? Like, do I really need like a 27 force guy?
Sure.
So this gives 4 tokens. And then 5 gold to attach a Tested Blade to the Dark Naga.
Isn't that a little overkill, he says? So if you put the Tested Blade on the Dark Naga first, you would have gotten 7 tokens off the stones. I don't know, man.
No, because I tend to take off 2 to straighten it.
Pretty hard to
so
say no to that.
Don't matter. Odd numbers don't matter. Something like that. Then we're going to discard.
I mean, an extra token is an extra token.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna. Yeah, okay. Then I will declare an attack and send all 3 guys to Bryn.
Okay. So he's sending all 3. It's hard to see a scenario where I'm able to win a battle against him. He's got me, well, I don't know what's his force. He's got 9, 10, 12, 18. I count you at 22 force.
Yeah, 3, 6, 10, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 force.
Okay. To my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 19, 21. To my 23 force. So we're totally even.
That's right.
Fair and square. I've got some fair facts. You've got some fair facts. Nice and straightforward.
Yeah, man, I have re-edition.
Well, we can't just not defend because he cavils over, takes the province, and we lose the game. So it's a question of sort of defend, give him the one. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. So we're just defend our face down province
With everybody?
with everybody.
Sure, sure. So I just pass on through.
Okay.
There's no cleverness to be had here.
Vibrin.
And then drop down. 2 to buy this. And I sort of messed up that a little bit with this thing. But it says still have I.
So we draw a card. We'll discard, I don't know, Unholy Strike. We'll draw another card. And we're really looking for one of two specific actions. We got to take 2 provinces. That's what we got to do. So I've taken a couple of draw steps here.
Yeah, so I straighten both of my guys, and then I have to choose to straighten either the stones or the interrupt, which is actually closer than I'd like it to be. I really want the stones, but I think the interrupt is more important, so straighten that.
Okay. And I go ahead and pass on through.
As do I.
So we attack. I think we'll just go guys with followers at one, guys without followers at the other. I'll do a quick force count, but it should be pretty even. 10, 12, 15, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. It's not actually as even as I thought. So let's try it this way. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 3, 6. Yeah, there we go. So it's a 3-3 split.
Sure. And so one battle has 0 printed battle actions, one has multiple, so I go with the 0.
Okie dokie. And I'm just trying to see if there's a good way to resolve the actions. I don't think there is. Okay, so let's go ahead and resolve the opposed battle first. I'm specifically doing it that way because of some of the cards in my hand give me a little bit more flexibility this way.
So I will pass my first engage.
I pass engage as well.
Okay. So I get first action.
You do?
I will... Are any of these guys different? Not really. Range 3 to kill Shatsuo.
Okay. So we're going to send the Dark Naga home. We're going to use the Desperate Struggle, which is unstoppable, so we don't have to worry about interrupts from Earth or the Void's flow.
Yep. So I go home. I'm going to Fear 3 Gambe and Okur is released.
Okay. I will. There's a couple of ways to play this. I don't know. Well, we know he has Earth, so I don't think any of it works. So we start with Ring of Water. I announce the Ring of Water.
Targeting.
Sasada with the followers.
No interrupts.
Okay. In I come.
I will favor home Sasada.
Okay, so this is about where we thought things might go. We're going to use now then our open ground. He decided to decide. It doesn't even work the way I want it to. Okay, I think this is it. I mean, I can do a runaway thing, but I can't take both provinces and kill all the guys, so it's pretty pointless. I've got a false route left is my only other real play. Uh, uh, that does anything.
Sure, sure.
So maybe if I hadn't played the incapacitated, no, I think I just lose. I really needed that desperate struggle a little bit earlier. There's a lot. I mean, a lot of things didn't go my way. And there's a number of cards I drew in my deck that maybe I don't know if they don't belong, but they certainly didn't line up well here. The unholy strikes were a big, just like sitting in my face. But that's what happens when you play a lot of two offs, right? Sometimes things don't
Ranged
line up the
attacks
way
in
you're hoping them
general,
to.
there's so I've tested decks that go really heavy on the like range 3, range 4 area, and
I
sometimes it matches up really
I don't
well, and
think
you
I'm
get tons
going
of
really
value.
heavy on it.
Oh no, I'm not saying
Yeah.
that you are. I'm saying it by way of talking about Unholy Strike. There's times when it's awesome, and there's times when it just kind of does nothing at all. When the games where it does nothing at all, it's so frustrating to look at all those cards and like, well, this sucks. But the games where they're really good, they're really good.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
mean, I
tough to
I think
evaluate.
this is one of those situations where he played his unique cards, which are sort of slightly above the power level. I mean, the joke about it's balanced because it's unique, that's sort of a thought process. And it turns out the Dark Naga with multiple rings, with Ward of Airs, it's a really tough thing for this deck, and I think most decks to crack. And I made a good effort, but I was a couple of cards shy, and that's going to happen. So one of the trade-offs you make playing a low to the ground sort of deck that tries to, this game I tried to go wide, is that you lose out on the ability to have those big unique bombs. I'm not playing a clan champion. I'm not playing something like Hirumin Hikaru with Magistrate Falls. I don't have those kinds of just really super powerful. Here's my big bomb card, and that's just a trade-off you make for sort of swarmy consistency, right? And so sometimes when you run into those big bombs, you just sort of get stuck and you lose. And I don't think it was a situation where I was helpless, but it was a situation where it put me. He asked a question. He said, "Can you deal with this big awesome card with all these other awesome cards?" And I could not. I did not have a significant answer. And that's one of the reasons people sort of have shifted to strict because they don't have those big bomby cards. But I thought it was a good riveting game. I thought there was a sort of challenge, and I thought there was any number of points where things could have lined up for me to come back. But I didn't hit those cards.
Yeah, I definitely
So what
agree.
can you do?
I will say that the way that Ivory is constructed, and he's mentioned, will people move to strict to get away from it? I don't think that moving to strict gets you away from this. That big units is really incentivized right now because the game is so focused on marginal effects and then answers to marginal effects. So if
Well, they are and they aren't because so big units running into multiple unstoppable centomes, that becomes a real tough cookie to crack.
I mean, sort of, but I still had. So you sent me home, but I still had my box. I could have just moved right back in if I wanted to.
Sure, sure. No, but I'm saying, well, yes. I mean, absolutely, there are always answers, but I don't know. I don't know if I agree that big units are incentivized because, well, first off, we have to acknowledge that there's just not as many good big units, right? So, like, the big unit is Ogre Bushi.
Well, just like any idiot with a big with like a staff of the one that bows the guy. I'm blanking on the name. Like any big
Bow of
idiot with an 8 gold
Ritual Blessing.
attachment.
You
Yeah.
don't. I don't know. So we're moving now into our post game. I don't think I see those decks. Like you don't see that card specifically. You don't see Bow of Ritual Blessing that often. I think I disagree. I think the environment is defined by decks with a lot of 5 and 6 gold cost personalities. I don't think you see a lot of big expensive personalities very
We
much,
see it out of crab.
especially in strict.
There's
Especially in strict. That deck hasn't produced any meaningful results though.
there are no meaningful results. It's strict. There hasn't been any meaningful tournaments.
How are you gonna get your big unit deck past a race sensei, man? How are you gonna get past a single final ruin?
But that's a super unit deck.
Right.
So that proves my
Well,
point.
you were saying sort of big. You're saying big units are. I have to think about it.
I'm
Big
saying so.
units are
Okay, so
incentivized.
it's incentivized because if you play multiple force reductions on a big unit, they're all canceled by a single card. Or if you bomb a big unit, I straighten my big unit. Like if
Um,
because the
they're not
answers.
all canceled by a single card, though, right? They're answered by creating order, but that's not a strict card.
Okay, but
Like all the other cancels, it's a 1-for-1 situation.
is it? But that doesn't change my analysis with like bowing and moving in. That like this is what we're doing in
Except
O5R right
maybe
now is
way of the
bowing and
crab.
moving in. But when you're bowing and moving in big
Right,
guys, it's better than when you're bowing and moving in a 3/4 do nothing. So like by
right.
having
So
bigger,
the
better
trade-off
guys, you're
is
getting
if
more
I
value.
have the trade-off is if I yeah. So if you have a big guy and I manage to bow him and send him home successfully, then that's a much bigger loss for you, right?
Sure, but people act like okay, if I play this wide deck and I have 5 guys in play, then they can bow any number of them and I'm fine. But it's not true. If I bow 3 of them, you still lose the battle.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's the rundown. We're gonna do actually a breakdown of the game next, but that'll be in a separate video, so look out for that. Otherwise, I think for now, I'm Jesse, and that's Paul, and this has most certainly been Enough Talk.
And lose everybody.